Yo, what's up guys, and today I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be doing another scenario from Kubernetes Goat, and it's called Gaining Environment Information. So let's get into it. So let's first read the overview. So there's no different from traditional workloads, and most of the compute instances while running, the application stores sensitive information like secrets, API keys, etc. in the environment and variables. Similarly, in Kubernetes, most people store sensitive information like Kubernetes secrets and config values in environment variables. And if an attacker can find an application vulnerability like RCE, remote code execution, or command injection, then it's game over for that secret. So basically, what this is saying is that most people store sensitive information like Kubernetes and Kubernetes secrets and config values in the environment variables in Kubernetes, and also other places. So if an attacker somehow gets a hold of, say, the machine, or gets a shell, or here it instance says RCE, which is remote code execution, where you can remotely do commands on the system. It's a big threat because it's just one command away, and then he can basically get all your secrets. So stuff like that. So that's how it's a big issue, but it's also it's not hard to prevent that too. It's pretty easy, just harden up your security and stuff like that. So today the scenario is going to be a bit easy. So yeah, so by the end of the scenario we'll basically learn how to explore environment variables and analyze them, gaining access to sensitive information in the container. So yeah, so basically, to get started, each environment in Kubernetes will have a lot of information to share. Some of the key things include secrets, API keys, configs, services, and a lot more. So let's go ahead and find the vault key. So to get started, basically go over here. So see you guys then. So to get started with the scenario, we basically have to navigate to this website, localhost 1233, and you also need to have your cluster up and running, and make sure all the pods are also running to access this. So if you don't know how to do that, I highly recommend you guys to go to the how to run here section in the Kubernetes Go, click on Kubernetes, or whichever one you're doing Kubernetes, kind of got all sort of stuff. So yeah, so just close that, go back into our scenario, which is gaining environment information. So scroll down here. To get started, we need to go to this website, and basically the goal of the scenario is to get the K8 goat flag value. Then you have completed this scenario. This can be found in multiple ways. So let's just get into it. So copy the link and go onto your attacking machine, go into your web browser, paste that in, and press enter. We see here, let this load. We see here it's basically a shell in the website. So we're going to just do some enumeration here. So it looks like the term has not been, so I'll just do export term equals xterm. Now basically available us to do clear and stuff. So now we can do ID. We see our root. We can do the cat etc hosts. See there is any localhost stuff like that. And you see here we get this pod name looks like if config. And we see IP route. There's IP route in here. Route ping. Yep. So now what we can do is just go back into the website here, and we can just go through the solution, I guess. So it says here to cat proc soft C group. So we can just basically gets the container runtime information, and it's like everything it runs. I did remember doing this, and I actually got nothing in return. So you guys might have got something else, but for me I got nothing. So self proc, what is it? Self C group. I basically got nothing in return here, but you guys might have got something similar, or something similar to this output here. So yeah, to get the information, container host information, we already did this. We see that there's a pod name running basically, and now basically we can go ahead and mount this information. So here now what we can do. So basically to get the environment key, we just need to do print env. But I'm pretty sure that this works. But this is not the actual one. This is of. So we can just go ahead and mount. So just type in mount, and this will basically mount everything for us. Let's tag LHC in the home directory. If there is anything there after we mounted, looks like there's nothing there, and we can just go ahead and do print env, and this will basically print all the environment variables. And we see here they gave us access to the environment variables which we're not supposed to have access to, and basically we got the vault key, we basically got the flag, but again here we see loads of other stuff which we're not supposed to see. This is just a demonstration, but in the real world, if anyone is given access to look at the environment variables, some people might have put like sensitive secrets in there, which could be like showing the config file, or like the even where the credentials or scores are stored. So that's a big issue here. We're just doing a scenario. It's not really anything that high profile, but in the real world, if an exploit like this does happen, where you are able to see the NV keys, it's a real big problem. So yeah, that's basically the scenario up. We see here, this is the flag. If we go back to the goal here, it says basically find the Kubernetes Goat flag value. So yeah, so that's basically the scenario here. Nothing that big, not that hard here, and we basically just found which is mounted as a Kubernetes secret inside the pod / container. So the Kubernetes Goat flag was mounted in the Kubernetes secret inside, but so here it's a flag, but in the real world it could be something very like high profile, and which not normal people or hackers, not anyone is supposed to see. So yeah, so that's basically the video up for now, and basically this is a simple video on about how we can gain environment information throughout some simple commands and stuff like that. We didn't do too much, but in the real world, when an attacker does find, let's say, some environment keys or secrets API keys, it opens up vulnerabilities like RCE, remote code execution, or command injection, and then it's basically game over for the person or for that secret. So yeah, so see you guys next time. Peace.